Hi everybody, welcome to week 2. So we got a lot of stuff going on this week, but first of all I want to congratulate you all on getting through last week. I know there was a lot of things, we are getting used to the class and getting set up. So good job on that, and we're 1/8 of the way done. Alright, so this week is week 2, and we have a couple big things going on this week. We have Module 2, which is where we start the confusing part, because Module 2 is Chapter 3, because we skipped Chapter 2 in the book. We have that on Monday through Wednesday, and then we have Module 3, which is Chapter 4, on Wednesday through Friday. So for due dates, you have the Chapter 3 Learn Spartan Quiz due on Wednesday. You have Chapter 4 Learn Spartan Quiz due on Friday. And I'm also going to do a Sarago checkpoint on Friday or Friday night, Saturday morning. And what I need you to do is in order to get your Chapter 1 Sarago points, you're going to need to be at a level 2 in Sarago. If you don't know how to check for that, let me know. But this is one of those things is that you need to work on that now, because Sarago is going to keep keying you, and it's not something you can do at the last minute. So you need to start working on your Sarago now. And then on Saturday is the due date for the test. So by the end of business at the testing center, we'll have the test. Later this week, I'm going to post some collaborate opportunities for us to sit down. We'll do a test prep. We'll go through some stuff. Don't panic. The exam is just on chapters 1 and 3. And hopefully you all noticed in the syllabus that you get to drop your lowest of the 3 regular tests that we're going to have this semester. So you really don't need to stress too much about that. It's really a good place to get started. So on that note, it was Sarago. So Sarago is one of those things that you need to be working on now. So every time you start a new chapter, you need to start your Sarago question set. So you should be working on Chapter 1 Sarago already. And as you start to move into Chapter 3, you need to do the Chapter 3 question set, and then so on and so forth. And there's reminders spaced throughout the modules. But it's important to try to do that. Your phone should be keying you to remember that as well. So I've heard that the phone app is much better than the computer app, so I definitely recommend that. I know we had some tech issues. It seems like a lot of those got sorted out, but we have a few that are outstanding, and I'm working with the students who have talked to me about it. If you are having tech issues, please let me know, because this is an online class. We need to make sure we get that sorted out as soon as possible. So don't go it alone. Let me know if there's a problem going on. And on that note of quiz time, I've had a couple students talk about quiz time and a struggle to get through everything on time. If you're having that, come talk to me. Let's see what we can talk about, see where we can go with that. I want to keep quiz times in place because the test will also be timed, and so it's important that we kind of work within that. But through that conversation, we can try to figure out some ways to make it work for you. As I mentioned, the exam, our first exam's coming up this week, so it's on chapters 1 and 3. And we'll have that test review collaborate opportunity within there, and I'll post some guidance for there. Along with the exam, we have the extra credit. So there's the exam prep tab in Blackboard, and you need to go in there, and it has all the instructions for you, but this is the opportunity to earn extra credit towards the test. So you go in there and you provide some example test questions, depending on how they work, and if they're looking pretty good, I might even include them in the test. So this might be an easy way to get a preview of some test questions. So go in there and put those in there, and then there's the opportunity for you to have the feedback loop with your classmates. Make sure you follow the instructions. I'm a real stickler on following the instructions for extra credit, since it is an extra credit opportunity, so make sure you get that done. And I think that's all I have for this week. The test question, or the free response question for quiz 3, is about evolution and bacteria, and I want you to pick a structure and think about how evolution may have driven that structure to be that way. So ribosome, cell wall, whatever it is. Chapter 4's free response is structure and function again. Structure and function revisited. Now that we've talked about eukaryotic cells and bacterial cells, I want you to pick a structure that's different between the two, and I want you to contrast the two. So how are they similar, how are they different? And then I want you to talk about how that makes their function different and how that's important for their cell type that they're supporting. So that's pretty much it. I know it's a lot, but here we go in week 2 as we really get into the grind. And that's about it. All right, if you have any other questions, let me know. And if the case study is causing you any problems, once again, just let me know about that as well. It's posted as a discussion board based. Instructions are all in there. And that's due on Wednesday, if I didn't mention that earlier. But we're going to do a case study we're going to do one every week for weeks 2 through 6. All right, and I will see you guys. I'm back in Boise, so if you need anything, come on by the office or just ping me and we'll set up an appointment. I'll talk to you later. Bye.